All right, guys. So we certainly got some information in today's live stream. It is currently 4 in the morning, but I'm like, you know what? I gotta make sure my NA and JP players are informed about what is coming to, well, the JP version of the game. This is some very, very good news. Reruns are returning. Yes, you may have seen that Tiamat is coming out. Yeah, that's definitely something that's going to happen. So a lot of really good information hit us in this live stream. Finally, it looks like Yugioh might be kind of getting their act together, and we just might be getting some hype content. But if you guys enjoy daily Yugioh content and you enjoy your boy just being out here at 4 in the morning being like, yeah, I gotta stay up to watch this live stream to make sure people are informed on this mobile game, then make sure you leave a like and make sure you subscribe to the channel, and also leave a comment down below as you're watching the video. See if you see anything that you're really hyped about. Also, if you feel so inclined, make sure you peep those links down in the description down below, because I stream every weekday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But if you want to see me play Yugioh or maybe just some other games, you know, I've been trying to get into like Arc Knights and other stuff like that. I do play that on my Twitch. But with that being said, let's start diving into some of this. So first and foremost, probably like the biggest information to come out is we're getting these like new leaf things, right? And you might not care. You might be like, dude, I don't care. New item. What is a leaf? What is a leaf gonna do for me? Leaves suck, all right? And I'm like, no. What if I told you, I put my hand on your chest and I was like, dog, the leaves are good because look at this, but bam! You're gonna be getting free-to-play servants back in the game. They're going to be accessible and they're coming in mass. This is like one of the best things Lasangle has done, because they're like, not only are we going to bring back, you know, yeah, Shoots and Caster and like Ruler Quetzalcoatl, they're kind of mid, but bam, we're dropping Kentucky Rider back in the game. All 3 of them on the 2nd of April. Like, this is going to be crazy. And you're going to be getting these, I believe, in the new event. And I believe they're also coming in login bonuses right now. So this gives me a lot of hope for the future, right? Because the JP, the last survey we got, they were asking us what events we wanted to return. And I was noticing that there was stuff like the Shiki event or the Kentucky Rider event. I was like, okay, a lot of these events feature free-to-play servants. Are they maybe going to bring these guys back? And they were like, no. We're not going to bring the events back. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. But what if we just made these guys permanently available? That is a splendid buff that they are bringing our way, because there are like so many of these free-to-play servants that are just generically good. Like Chloe is just really good. Shiki is just really good. Kagetora, really good. Kentucky Rider, just really good. They're just these very solid free-to-play options. If you don't have these busted like 5-star servants that do like everything in the game, these guys are just really, really good to bring, because in the case of like, say, Chloe or Kentucky Rider, they're just like standard .jpeg what you would want from a quick or an art servant. They just loop all over the place, and in Kentucky's case, crits all over the place because he's genning a couple of stars here and there. They're just good guys to have, and because they're free NP5s, they do a lot of damage, right? So I absolutely love that they're doing this. They're also bringing a Grail. As a side note, I hope they make Grails a little more available. Like, I like seeing stuff like this, because with the 120 buff that they gave, like the ability to Grail someone to 120, I feel like we do not have enough Grails. I already felt like I didn't have enough Grails before 120, right? Like, I already felt like I had way too many servants that I wanted to Grail to 100, and they did 120, and I'm like, dog, I don't have enough Grails as is, and now you want me to Grail even more people to even higher levels, and now I need coins and all this nonsense, right? So I like that they're just like, yeah, just take a Grail if you're playing JP right now. Just take a Grail as a login bonus. Here, just take that. I'm like, thank you, please. More stuff like that. Or just fragments, just random stuff you can throw me. Maybe even swap up the login bonus. That might be a topic for a different day. But hey, maybe every 7th consecutive login day, you toss me a Grail fragment so I can start leveling up my Kagetora on NP on NA who is stuck at level like 94 or something, because I'm like trying to hold Grails for Morgan and stuff, but I'm still trying to Grail her. So this is huge. I absolutely love this. Now, The Shuten and the Quetzalcoatl thing, not a big deal, but if you're on JP, getting Kentucky Rider might actually be really, really insane for you. So like, this is very, very nice. A very strong servant is coming for the JP version of the game, and especially me, whose JP account is as old as Muramasa, I believe, because that's when I started playing on JP on this current account. This is really good for me because I don't have this guy. But here's the next interesting thing. So we're getting kind of like a potential system, and I call it potential system because it looks like it's going to be very similar if you've played Dokkan to this thing, right? So if you haven't played Dokkan, basically what this is like, you have your base unit, and depending on the units that you pull, you can unlock different paths for that servant and make them a bit stronger. It looks like we're going to be getting that, but from what I've heard, this is going to apply to all of your guys, right? So you do the saber path, you make all of your sabers stronger. You do the archer path, you make all archers stronger, like, and etc, etc. Lancers, riders, casters, assassins, berserkers, blah, 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 blah. So this looks like this could be really good. It seems like it's related to like the end of part 2 that we're kind of moving towards on the JP version of the game. This is interesting because I'm like, this seems like it's kind of tying into the power group that we have right now in the game, where enemies are hitting harder, they're getting more and more break bars, they're getting more bulky, like they're getting a lot of these just random bumbliest effects that just mess with your team comp and everything. So this seems like a way to maybe buff up some servants and kind of like bring them up to par. And if you already had the broken servants, you're probably going to win anyway. But it seems kind of nice. I like the idea. I was kind of wondering why FGO didn't have something like this, because a lot of gacha games have something like this. They have like an ability of like, the more dupes you pull, the more like quote unquote benefits you get, just aside from like NP level, right? Again, like Dokkan, it's like, oh, you get more crit damage, you get more additional attack, you can dodge attacks. Even if you play something as simple as Bleach Brave Souls, right? And Bleach Brave Souls, it's like, you get more HP, you get more attack, you get more focus. Like, even that is still better than just, okay, so I just get NP damage. Like, do I get anything else? No? Okay, cool, right? I'm just glad that we're kind of getting something moving towards like what other gacha games have been doing. I'm like, thank you, FGO, for moving in that direction and making this kind of stuff matter a little bit more. But again, this doesn't seem like it's tied more to dupes, but look, it's kind of similar to stuff like this. So it's a step in the right direction for me. And then finally, yeah, we're getting Tiamat. And Tiamat's going to be coming to the game. And that's pretty sick because it means the FGO arcade collab might actually be really heat. Now, what I'm personally hoping for, I am really hoping this is going to be like a Seraph story chapter, right? Where it's like a big deal. It's a nice lengthy story, because if you haven't played arcade, the arcade story is a bit different from the FGO mainline story. They go through some crazy stuff as well. So I'm hoping that maybe we can experience a little bit of that on the FGO mobile game. They like try to tie their stories together a little bit. I think that would be really cool. It does not, I promise, have anything to do with me absolutely loving Arthur, and Arthur's just an absolute Chad in the FGO arcade game. I promise it has nothing to do with that at all, but I would love to see them try to cross the stories over, because if you're a primarily mobile player, I think you would think the story is a very interesting direction for them to go in, right? Because you already see right now, you're like, why is little baby man Tiamat helping us out? Like, why are they a servant when they were like the main villain in the mobile game? It's just really interesting stuff to explore. It's really, really cool. So that's about it. That's about all the new stuff we got, but it's pretty sick. Like, the advent of like, not only just old free-to-play servants, but they're coming in bulk. Like, yeah, keep doing that, Lasengo. As you can see, 4-2. Like, yeah, keep doing that stuff. It's coming. We're gonna be getting like a potential system thing that, even if it's not what I exactly wanted for like dupes of servants, it still looks like, you know, it applies to all sabers. That's really good. Like, my Jason's getting stronger and my Muramasa's getting stronger. Cool, that's dope. And then finally, like, Tiamat is coming. So we have the confirmation that, yes, they are taking the collaboration seriously. It's not going to be like, here, take your CE. Yes, there you go. There's your arcade collaboration. Thank us, peasants. It's like, no. Here, but bam, here's a new servant. Now, I'm crossing my fingers that we maybe get Queen Draco as a free-to-play servant, right? Because she was also a free-to-play 5-star in the arcade version of the game, and I'm like, please give us our first free 5-star. I would absolutely love that. And before anybody says mash in the comments down below, banned. I don't respect that, all right? Look, I want a real free-to-play 5-star. But with all that being said, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below, and I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. You guys have yourselves a nice day, and I'm gonna go to bed. Peace late, guys.